The following program is rated TVMA. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Mic drop, 1, 2, 2. It is WTS. It's not Wrestle Talk Saturday. It's Wrestle Talk Sunday. I'm your host, Warren Marlowe, off the Buzzing Marlowe Podcast. And guys, if you are new to the channel, first and foremost, happy Easter, guys. Happy Easter. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, all of it. We are there. TikTok, yeah. All the social media handles, I'm pretty sure we are on there, guys. I mean, there's just so many to actually list anymore nowadays. I mean, good Lord. I mean, it's about as much as on dating apps now. I mean, it's unreal to say. Like, every ad I see on a YouTube channel or something is about a dating app. And I'm just sitting there like, dang, we in this life now. We ain't seeing nobody. We ain't venturing nobody. We just on dating apps all the time. Luckily, I ain't got to worry about that. But guys, it is a great Sunday. Like we said, first and foremost, happy Easter, everybody. He is risen, man. It is, this is something that's really something very special every year. More importantly, it's for family. Obviously, a lot of people, even if they don't go to church on Sunday for Easter Sunday, because always Easter is on a Sunday. Definitely is a beautiful thing. So I hope everybody's relaxing, healing up from all that crazy, chaotic Easter egg hunting or trying to find the Easter bunny. I mean, the Easter bunny put eggs from over here to over here. I mean, I couldn't imagine how many times I saw an Easter egg just out of nowhere. I didn't even know that you could hide them as many places as the Easter bunny was doing. So, hey, man. Hey, shout out to the Easter bunny. You did another great Easter. And yeah, man, it is time to talk some wrestling. Obviously, yesterday, guys, we did a watch along with my boy Dre on Wheels, Commission Bros, and we definitely still needed to do an episode about what do you want to talk about, because we know the topic we want to talk about. We know what happened. But first and foremost, I got to bring them on. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got my boy, my bro, my day one Oos in Commission Talks. Ladies and gentlemen, from the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling, from the Beyond 1130 podcast, Beyond, watch along this, watch along that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He's live every day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about
Hey,
Trey on Wheels from the 1130 podcast. What up, bro?
what's going on, man? What's going
I
on?
feel like we got a resume over here for you now.
Yeah, you done ran down a whole resume,
I'm inducting you into the
the
presentation.
Beyond Watching Long Hall of Fame, huh?
I mean, like, there it is. I
Ain't
felt like
nothing
I was
much,
getting
man.
on like a promo for a second. I was like, beyond. I know I messed it up, but I was like, you know what? We gonna just keep riding with it, back and forth on Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Just get it on like a whole spot.
Hey, that's what's up, though. Yeah,
What
happy
up,
Easter,
bro?
happy Easter, everyone, man. And yeah, man, chilling. Yeah, we was watching NXT last night, cool show.
Crazy
And
thing is, it was free. Everybody, free
yeah,
99. I don't think there's ever been a watch along where you could just literally watch on YouTube and be like, wow, I'm not having to wait. I'm not having to, subscribe to Peacock or what. Like, it was completely free. And this was one of the big NXT pay-per-view. I mean, shows. Like, I mean, good Lord.
I know you
I couldn't believe it.
I know you still around the same age as I am, dog. We still call them pay-per-views. It's no
I
shame. That's
know,
what I
man.
do.
PLE, I can't say it.
Yeah, I still call them pay-per-views, man.
You gotta say pay-per-views, but like we were talking about, guys, we're talking about NXT Stand and Deliver, as myself and Dre did the watch along, and it was a very good show. I mean, I think the one match that really I was very intrigued with the most, Zari versus Roca, whatever her name is,
So Ruka,
Soul Ruka,
yeah.
yeah. That was a very storytelling match. And the craziest thing is, like Dre said on the watch along, we were pulling for Zarya because it looked like it was more meant for Zarya to get that win. Because we already know Sol Ruka is about to go up. But yeah,
Yeah.
Dre, what do you think of what did you think about Stand and Deliver?
One thing I thought about Stand and Deliver, man. I think the big question, did it stand? Did it stand alone? It's called Stand and Deliver, and NXT has had a reputation for standing and delivering. Whether it was takeovers, whether it was a special event, or hell, if it was watch out, or whether it was stand and delivers their self. And this was the first stand and deliver that was not around WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
So I think the big question we should all ask ourselves: did NXT stand? Did NXT stand alone? Did it stand up and did it deliver? And I thought it delivered. I thought it just
Kinda?
fell. No, I said I thought it delivered, right? Not
Oh,
kinda.
okay. I thought you said
It
kinda. I was
delivered.
like,
No,
okay.
no, I thought it delivered though. But I think the only thing that was, I want to say, maybe missing, because if you remember when they used to do takeovers, right? They used to do takeovers like every 3 months or something like that. So it wasn't like necessarily WrestleMania weekend, or it wasn't like a big weekend. NXT, when they had a takeover, man, them Jones was crazy,
Right.
But and since it transferred to WrestleMania weekend, it been that way for some time now, and I think this for this been the first one, it was kind of like a little, maybe because it wasn't WrestleMania the same night or whatever. But other than that, I loved it. Tony D'Angelo won the NXT championship. You just was talking about Sol Ruka and Zarya. I'm a big fan of Zarya and Sol Ruka. I remember when Sol Ruka started, breaking out in a way. She was
Yep.
on that NXT Level Up show, and her finisher move was getting out there. Before kind of like she was though, but it was like, yo, man, whoever this chick is, her finisher move was crazy though. But yeah, I'm digging them. I think Sol Ruka is definitely gonna be coming up after WrestleMania, and hopefully Zarya get that really cool big push, and also proud of Lola Vice, who became the
Oh,
NXT
big
Women's
shout out to her.
Champion. So yeah,
She
NXT was
came a
cool.
long way. She came a long way, dude. Cheerleader transition into, you know, they took her over to AAA, and I think she's been doing phenomenal work over there.
Mm.
And she went from this UFC background type scenario where they did from her, and for what she is now, she's being very established, in my opinion. Um, Lola Vice, obviously, she is a gorgeous woman.
Mm.
I mean, let's just be honest on that one. All right.
Yeah.
Wepe, I'm pretty sure Damian Priest is enjoying waking up to her every day. I'm not even gonna lie on
Hey,
that
I'm pretty sure. So okay, so that is so they're together because Kaden Carter, I think that was her name. He was with
yeah.
yeah. So I don't know if he was with her, but I know it was a whole lot of social media.
They're just real good friends. They're
Okay,
real good
cool. They're
friends.
real good friends. Okay, so he with Lola Vice right now. All right, Mamacita. All right.
But I will say the next match that really intrigued me, that tag match with the mass luchador guys against damn, what's their names? I just gotta say the mass tag team guys. I don't know their names. I'm bad with names right now. They were just entertaining. I mean, good lord, bro. They were dancing. They were doing the kicks, everything. They were the
Are you
way that
talking
they
about
were
Vanity
cursing
Project?
them. Yeah, like I was just like I was very entertained by them. And you could just tell like that's something that you need sometimes in matches. You don't have to have matches so serious all the time. And I think that is a great example for one. I really was impressed with that match. Them doing the little dance and stuff. Obviously, that's what caused them, you know, to lose a lot of up in there. But they got a lot of credibility into that match from that. I thought was really good.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I was impressed with that. And then of course, man, I'm not gonna lie, Tatum Paxley versus Mariah May. I
Yeah.
mean, come on, man. Mariah May is built for the main roster. Tatum Paxley, I said it on your watch along. I think should have been the Wyatt Six, but she's a beautiful woman.
Oh, you said you
Um,
think she should be in the wide six?
yeah, for
I think
that
yeah.
persona look that she has, I think she would be made for that.
We gotta get Nikki Cross versus Tatum Paxley first
There we
for
go.
whoever
There's the
wins is
Wyatt
in the
Six. There
Wyatts.
we go. There we go.
Or you can just put both of them in it. That'll be cool
Put them
though.
both.
Yeah.
They get two women in there. All right. And then of course the fatal four way match. I mean, good lord, that was a
Yeah.
good fatal four way. I like the banter between Ricky Saints and Ethan Page. I really liked. It reminded me of the triple threat between Rock, Kurt Angle, and Triple H. Obviously, the
Mm.
storyline was way different, but you could just tell there was something that was between them that just made them not like each other, but at the same time, they knew they had to work together to really, have that bigger advantage to win the match. And I thought that
Yeah.
was really cool. And the best part, I think the best part of the match, and that's going to be my superstar highlight, is going to be Ethan Page when he was on the top rope and Ricky Saints did a suplex onto, I think it was either Joe Hendry or Tony D'Angelo, and Ethan, instead of landing on Joe Hendry, which Joe Hendry was, or whoever it was
Yeah,
very
he wound
far
up landing.
away.
Yeah.
He wound up landing on Ricky Saints, and the sell that Ricky did, I was like, you know what? I don't care who wins this match. I'm entertained just from that. I was really impressed with that, and the more than thing. That's something that I get more impressed with matches is like, what do they make it different? Because when we look at all these matches on the card, the wrestling match had to be Johnny Gargano versus Miles Bourne. Um,
Mm.
the entertaining match had to been the tag team match. Um, the rivalry that made it a personal vendetta type of match, obviously Sol Roca versus Zarya. The NXT women's match was good, but it was no like big story off of it. It was just, JC Jane, she's been doing a great job as this NXT women's champion. Lola Vice just came out of nowhere and literally has grown from the ground up to where she is. To you got Fallon Henley. That Fallon has, I think Fallon has excelled so much, and I really wish that she could get more opportunity on the main roster when she goes back up again. Because remember she got drafted and we never really saw Fallon on the main roster, which was I thought was really crazy. And then you got, of course, Mariah May versus Tatum. That was you could tell that was a different type of match compared to all the other women matches and stuff like that. It was more different every type of match, and an average wrestling fan could just sit there and go, you know what? This is what makes that different. This is what makes this different. And it gives you like a different visual of each match. Do you see that?
Yeah. I kind of see that. I kind of see that though. I kind of.
Man, I can't lie though. Ricky Saints and Ethan Page stole the show just with that splash. I can't lie. I wish we had a clip of that. That was beautiful.
I think it's kind of interesting. I think we was talking about celebrities too. You know how that's kind of like a thing that WWE sort of been doing since the beginning of time in a way. Since WrestleMania. But yeah, Shawn Michaels and Sexy Red, man. I think they go together. I think Shawn Michaels low key. Yeah, I mean, like, but I did like the part where Lola Vice and Sexy Red was twerking. So I mean, like, hey, I take that. But other than that, like, I'm like, yeah, Shawn Michaels must love him some Sexy Red. He come out there and introduce her. She really wasn't a part of nothing else of the show besides the, meeting Lola Vice. But in the beginning, other than that, I mean, hey, it was cool. NXT was definitely cool. I'm never really disappointed watching NXT.
All right, man. Now we're going to talk about the main thing I know you've been wanting to talk about for a minute. We're going to do Dad Rant at the end this go around.
Cool with me.
I got to say, I'm not mad with it, but half the world has been upset with one particular thing. My boy over here had the best put together skit, theatrical at its finest. I wanted to be fully invested in what Dre was telling me, who was on the phone with Randy Orton. And I mean, I wanted to believe Dre just the way that you could tell he put thought into it. I mean, like,
no. See, hold on, wait a minute. It wasn't my idea though. It wasn't my idea.
I watched the video where Malik said the same thing. Yes.
Yeah. It wasn't mine, so I don't want to take credit for it. But
that was better than what he said. I mean, you got to find the short for that.
I mean, it was. I kind of like said in a way, like for verbatim. But I mean, what if he was just on the phone talking to himself, and it just wound up being?
Would you get mad if that really was a legit thing?
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't even have been mad. I even thought it would have
been like, I'm the only one that predicted this.
No, I wouldn't have, because once I saw that video and the guy said it, I said, "Oh shit, that would be fucking interesting if it was." And if that happened, that would have been something else, though. And then
the Piper just says, "It's me."
I also thought it would have been Randy Orton's dad, and I'm not too sure how old is Randy Orton's dad or whatever, if he's, still, have that physical ability to, whatever, like that. So, I mean, the fact it was Pat McAfee. Look, I just posted one of my clips because I still was processing all of it that happened Friday night into Saturday. But yeah, like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say in a way. That it was Pat McAfee.
Anybody could have predicted this. I don't care who you are. There is nobody that sat here and said it. Easter
in that picture right there, that look like a little child, don't it? Randy Orton look like he's sonning them though.
The Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what this is. This is the 2026 Twins right here. You got big swole Orton that's almost 300 pounds. No body fat on this man, no whatsoever. And then you got Pat McAfee, soaking wet, maybe 205, maybe 202 on a Monday. Literally just and this is what we got now. And
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I'm all for it. I'm the fan that
I'm
have
okay with
not. Yeah, like I'm the fan
We
that
said it
basically
best.
I've
We
been
said
here
it
since.
best. We sit here and got mad about what happened with Travis Scott. Travis Scott's never been in a match. He's never bumped or all this concept. We got mad about this Travis Scott thing, but Pat McAfee has been in matches. He has delivered in all his matches, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean, I wasn't proud.
So
I want to say to the Travis Scott Joan. I mean, what he only showed up a couple of times. So I mean, besides slapping Cody and coming down at
and he got a belt
WrestleMania.
too.
And coming down to WrestleMania without The Rock, I think that's when everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I'm over Travis." But I mean, I ain't had no problem with Travis. He really ain't do nothing for me to even, like, yeah. But nonetheless, though, I mean, for it to be Pat McAfee, like I said, I'm the type of fan I've been since day one. So I'm stuck through all the bullshit, good, bad, the ugly, and all of it. So I'm gonna sit, let it play out.
Patience is the key.
Obviously, yeah, patience is, but I'm gonna sit.
We prepared for the marriage part if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, just let it play out. I'm just gonna let it play out, see where it goes, though. But I mean, Randy Orton in this whole, new heel turn in a way, he really don't need Pat McAfee. So, the fact that TKO or WWE or whatever decided that we're gonna get. You think it's who?
Rock choice, bro.
You think it's a Rock choice?
I think Rock's gonna get involved somehow.
I think so too,
mean,
because
you think with Pat McAfee in this now, come on.
Yeah, I mean, look at it though. Look how he came out too. And if you look, I just posted the reaction. In the reaction, it was I said, "Yo, is The Rock coming out?" Because he had like a belt on, like a horn belt, like with the tech, like like the Brahma Bull thing.
The Longhorns.
Yeah, the Longhorn jump. And then he had the glasses on. And then not only that.
He's teased
Pat
with
McAfee,
The Rock before, and he did.
Exactly. But Pat McAfee also said when he was on the phone with Randy Orton said us. And when Pat McAfee said, "Okay, yeah, us, myself, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute, So it could go that way. Hopefully it does.
I mean, if you think this way too, it is smart because what is WrestleMania aired on? ESPN. Who is taking over on ESPN right now? Who saved College Game Day? Pat McAfee. I mean,
I don't even watch it
on certain things, bro. No, I'm telling you, bro, you gotta watch College Game Day. I know you're not big on If you
might catch some highlights
and you listen to Pat McAfee, you'll just be like, "Oh my gosh, he is an entertaining as can be, man." Especially if you remember like the old Lee Corso days, like. Main thing in college football was we love watching Lee Corso choose, the end of the game where he would pick the winning team and wear the mascot head. You got Pat McAfee, obviously me being a Miami Hurricane fan, Miami versus Florida in the University of Miami, right at the Orange Bowl, Hard Rock Stadium, and you got Pat McAfee. He's got to decide, hey, who's going to win, the Miami Hurricanes or the Florida Gators? A big anticipated game. And then you see Pat McAfee climb that big old ladder. And you see him, you sitting there thinking, oh, he's going to jump in the suit. Nah, he ain't jumping in the suit. He take the shirt off. Okay. He jumping in the pants. No, he ain't jumping in the pants. That mother got a damn Speedo on. And, he falling down. And Pat said it at his best. He's like, dude, I had to keep holding myself right here because my Speedo was going to fall because obviously how far down he was falling. And that is still one of the most talked about moments this year is when Pat McAfee jumped off that longboard. And I mean, he's got a way to make you invest into products. What Pat said on a promo, and I watched it back yesterday night. Watching the promo, I sat there and this tagline for the title of this episode is perfect. Are we bringing back the attitude in pro wrestling? What do you
That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, from the promo itself, though, I said this last night. It was a phenomenal promo, to be honest with you. I was just shocked that it was Pat McAfee, the one who was saying it,
Yeah.
and I think that was the only. To answer your question, yes, I want to bring back the attitude because you gotta realize, man, like these are grown ass men, and if they are having this feud, like it's not always gonna be, you know what, I'm gonna kick your butt. No, I'm gonna kick your butt. No, you get out of here, get that butt out of here, like, come on, that's so PG. Like, who really talks like that? Like, unless you're, unless you just rinsed your mouth and you don't, go there anymore. If you get what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're gonna be like, bro, like Jacob Fatu, get your ass out here. You know what? You're gonna get it. Like Liv Morgan. Like Liv Morgan did this Monday. Called Stephanie
No,
Bakir's mother a whore. Yeah.
No, she called. No. It's a bitch.
Punta.
Punta is bitch.
Yeah,
Punta
okay.
is
I
bitch.
know it was. I know it was. I know it was whore, bitch, or whatever like that. Like, I mean, come on.
It
Like, come
sounded
on.
all the same. It sounded
No,
the same.
it did. It really did. So I'm just saying, like,
You're
yes, we
like,
need.
oh.
Yeah, like we need that attitude, especially on Monday Night Raw. If
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, and on Netflix you could, do your thing. I don't understand. They let it slide some, here and there, especially like during the Roman and Punk promo where they, use certain, languages and everything like that. And I know like AEW when they on pay-per-views, they go all the way, like because it's on HBO Max and everything like that. They go all the way. But nonetheless, I believe it should have been someone else who was saying that promo other than Pat McAfee. Now, Pat McAfee, if it was the thing for him to join up with Randy, cool. But what he said should have been for someone else. Just my opinion, though. It was phenomenal promo.
It should have been a talent, probably.
Yes, it should have been a talent. A guy
It could have been
who.
Cody that said it. It could have been.
It could have been Cody who said
been
it.
Paul Heyman say it. It could have been, Triple H could have even said it that.
Nah, I don't want Paulie say. I want
I will say
someone.
this: Monday Night Raw was actually very good because you want to know why? Starting it out, you get Cody out there. What do you want to talk about? It was just
He
like
thought
Pat McAfee.
he thought it was SmackDown.
Nobody would have thought Stephanie would have came out there. Nobody would have thought Stephanie would come out there. And the way that they invested in the part, I'm telling you right now, I've seen some Cody promos, and I've been, I don't really see a bad promo for Cody. But with Stephanie coming out, I got to be honest, man, they invested into it. Kind of told us right there, like, you know what? There's still no guarantee what night two main event's gonna be. And the way that Stephanie came out there, and she was a big part of Randy Orton in 09. From what boundaries that Orton would do to break for you to sit there and go, man, I can't wait till someone actually beats Orton's behind. You know what I mean? You were cheering for Triple H out of all people because he's like, that's Triple H's wife. That man's kissing her or stuff like that. Because remember when Triple H was a heel, when Chris Jericho's doing it, you're popping for Jericho. You're not mad at Jericho for what he did. But when Orton did it, bro, you're just sitting there like, what am I watching?
Yeah, because Orton, man, at that time was sadistical, man. I loved it.
Handcuffed Triple H. Triple H is sitting there,
What's the
bloodshot red. He's sitting there, just like this, and he can't get his hands on him, and you're feeling that. Feeling that.
We gotta find the promo towards it was WrestleMania 25, leading up to WrestleMania 25.
Stared at Triple H, just sitting there staring at him, just sitting there like this, like a.
The promo,
slithering her. Oh my god!
Better yet, the video package leading up to that and the sound bites that they got from that with Randy Orton. I forgot what he said a little bit before that though, but sealed it with the kiss though.
That shit was investing. That
so
that they build up to it. I hate saying that. I forgot the match, but the way that they build that match up is something that was something memorable. And for him to talk about it on Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden, because it was in Madison Square Garden, and and just seeing Stephanie back and talking about being a McMahon again, and certain things, it makes you wonder, like, what's gonna happen in this Cody and Orton match? Like, Could we get a
Well,
heel?
it's hold on,
Could
hold
we
on.
get
Well,
a heel turn,
well,
like a Vince McMahon-esque
yeah.
Triple H
Okay.
version, where Triple H
Question.
turns on Cody? That would
Okay.
be investing.
Hold up. You said Triple H turning on Cody?
Yes, because in the moniker right now, everyone's saying, "Oh, Cody is Triple H's guy." You get Triple H to turn on
Nah,
Cody?
Cody ain't Triple H's guy. He's the guy. He was Vince McMahon's guy, but okay. So would you rather? I guess we'll play a little game. Of would you rather? Would you rather have John Cena help Randy Orton win to retain or to win his 15th title and cost Cody Rhodes the title, or would you rather have Vince McMahon return to help Cody Rhodes retain his title and go into the dark side, or would you just rather have The Rock shows up and help out Randy Orton? And me personally, I think The Rock would be a better fit for the Roman and CM Punk match
You put
because
Rock next to Orton though, like they
yeah, that'd
the
be
same
fucking
person.
that'd be amazing because I always wanted to see them work together
Bro, I
though.
want
But
to see a match with
Roman, I think Roman would fit better with the. I mean, excuse me, Rock would fit better with the Roman and Punk
That's
joint
only if
because
he sees Roman versus Rock. That's the
yeah,
only
but I think
way we're gonna do that.
yeah,
I don't want
and
to
I
see
think
Rock and Punk.
no, I mean yeah, Roman would cause Rock the. I mean Rock would cause Roman the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. That could be another
But
theory,
then,
you know.
is that meaning that Rock's selling his soul from the Samoan standpoint because of what Punk said?
No, I think that
You gotta think of that. I mean, vultures, because look, Punk is attacking Roman's culture.
okay,
in
better
some
yet,
type of
better
essence.
yet. Look, okay, hear me out though. I think maybe it could stem off of. You see, Jay Uso called this shot a
I
couple of
think
weeks
Jey
ago,
Uso is gonna cause the match.
and then,
He's gonna mess up
oh,
something.
hold on, real fast, because I think that could be Jimmy. I think it may be Jimmy versus Jay. Maybe I think it may be Jimmy rather than Jay. It could be both of them, but nonetheless, I think it could go to where it's like Jay caught the shot and told Roman go in the ring, smash him, and everything like that. The week before, they said something. Punk said something about Roman's dad, the family. The Usos came out there and was like, "We apologize." Roman wasn't nowhere around. The week after, Roman was telling the Usos, "Man, y'all just get back, y'all go." Same night, Jay, said smash him and everything like that. So it could steam off the Rock could come back, or the Usos feel like, you know what, that's not our tribal chief no more. That's not our tribal chief no more. He is, like he I don't know. I don't know at all. But hopefully it'll set up the Rock and Roman match for next year. Hopefully, if so. But
It should have been Rock and.
But to be honest with you, the best idea out of all I just said was Vince McMahon coming back and helping Cody Rhodes winning the title.
Do you see that now?
I don't know. But what they said Monday night, though?
No, but what I'm saying about that case that's going on for Vince, do you think that works?
I don't know, man. I think WWE, since I've been watching, WWE has always used what was going on in the world.
Against it, but I don't think that's going to be the right formula.
I don't think so.
And the way the world is now.
See, but hear me out, though. Hear me out. I get that. I really do. But for everyone who's watching WWE, when you get the intro, you're literally going into a multiverse. Mm-hmm. You're going into something that's, like it's make believe. You gotta use your imagination to, figure some of this stuff out. If you don't have that, then you're gonna be looking like, what the fuck are they doing? But other than that, like, you're going into that realm. And in that realm, you have all these characters that a lot of people are attached to, have certain memories with. And Vince McMahon is definitely one of them. Now, yes, does he have real shit that's out there that, could affect the business? Yes, probably so. But however, though, I think that since I've been watching WWE has used just about everything, whether it was a war going on in the world, whether it was something going on, they have always capitalized in a way of using what was, going on in reality and transitioning into the WWE. You know, Vince McMahon is this, bad guy, right? Because, all these sexual, boom. Then why not just capitalize on them and
Does
make
that
them this?
attack Cody's character? If you
But
have
Cody
to
Rhodes
start
would
with,
be the evil guy now. No, but no,
well, I'm
hold on,
saying,
hold on.
does that
No,
attack Cody's character, his
you
persona?
said
Because
does it?
you gotta
I don't
think
think so. I don't think
he's
so
gonna be in
because
movies. He's gonna be in these different things. Does that
yeah,
hurt
but
his
I don't.
spotlight with
I
that?
get that, but I don't think so. I think at this time right now, especially with Unreal is out, and you get a lot of guys who go on interviews, podcasters. We know now. A lot of people may not, as far as the kids, you want to keep it secret for them, but everybody know what this is. This is entertainment, and we put it on a show here. Even Cody said it in his promo. Man, I don't really want to go back to the dark side. I got a daughter now. She's gonna look at me and be like, Papa, like, yeah. So, I mean, it's strictly for the business side of it. I don't think it will attack Cody Rhodes' character. I think everybody would just be stunned and want to see something come out of it. But I think Cody Rhodes would be definitely fine. Cody Rhodes ain't do nothing. He, just because, I mean, they do say you're guilty by association, right? But I mean, like, I don't think so. But I think it would be phenomenal though, because I think you could use Vince and you could have him come up and he acting like he's still the boss when he's not, and he going mouth to mouth with Adam Pearce, and he's on the phone with the board of directors. He's trying to make a match, but Adam Pearce trying to step on his toes, and man, I can see that happening, or whatever. Nick Aldridge, whatever. Like it would create a lot of drama for TV. It would have, and then not only that, you got so many people who have been Vince McMahon guys. Like the Miz, a couple other people, women, they are Vince McMahon. They came in the business, they learned in the business from Vince McMahon, and this new formula is Triple H's. You getting some leeway, you get some space and creative to do stuff, but they're Vince McMahon guys, so I'm pretty sure if they're gonna see him, like especially the heels. But yeah, I would be intrigued for it, but
Right,
the whole
so
Pat McAfee
question:
thing. It's interesting.
what was your feeling on Cody Rhodes after the Pat McAfee, where Cody came
What the
back out?
promo when he came back out? Because I
Came
almost
back.
missed it though. I loved
What
it.
you think of that one?
That promo when he came out the second
Yeah.
time. Yeah. It was cool. I thought it was cool. I mean, like that's one thing about Cody. I mean, he got passion. You
Bro,
can hear it and
Cody's got an investment when it comes to that
Yeah. So
microphone, dude.
yeah. So
I'm
I mean,
not just sitting here saying this because I'm a Cody Rhodes fan. I'm telling you right now because Cody, when he is on that microphone, bro, you listen to him, you invest into it, you look at it, and you go, you know what? Even if I don't like you, I believe what you're saying, dude.
mhm.
Like the only time that fans had trouble listening to him on a promo standpoint was after he lost the Roman Reigns after WrestleMania 39, because
Yeah.
they looked at that and like, bro, you had your chance. You're done. This is gone. And I gotta be honest, bro. When they did that thing, that fumble with The Rock, it saved that main event, in my opinion, because everyone thought, oh, Cody won the Rumble. He's picking who he wants, and there it is. But you had to get a swerve to get you back invested into the whole thing. And then we've even said it. We wanted to see Rock versus Cody more than Roman. And it was
Mhm.
not the title. So when you see the swerve, I mean, obviously it gives you Bret Hart versus Stone Cold vibes, because I feel like it's going to be a double switch or something's got to be something happening.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like it's going to be a double switch in a way.
I
Randy
mean, look
Orton.
at it with Stephanie telling when
And
she's telling Cody, "Hey, you don't have that level to beat Orton at this peak right now."
and
And for him to say thank you, I
exactly,
got
like
two words for you.
exactly. It's a couple of things that I think is leading up to a double switch. The whole thank you, the
I don't know if it's
what was
necessarily
it?
going to be a switch. I think it's just he's going to go to that level to know he has to beat Orton,
Yes, I
like
feel
how
like it's
Stone Cold did with The Rock.
Yeah, but the Stone Cold turned though. He joined McMahon at the
It was
end
the
though.
wrong damn timing though. But
Yeah, but it happened. But what I'm saying is though,
it
even Pat
happened.
McAfee said he was like, okay, if Randy Orton lose, I'm never being in the business again. Okay, well, I think Pat McAfee is going to be around for some time. They've been using the Pat McAfee show, so I'm believing that Randy Orton may win. But some things
I
are
see
going
it.
to definitely
The
happen
only
here.
way this is not gonna be Orton winning, and I hate saying it, it's got to be a switch on Cody. I hate
Yeah,
saying it because I have not said that. If anybody has listened to everything that I've never said Orton. I meant Cody's going to switch.
yeah.
And the
That
only way I can
that's the only
see
way I see
Cody
it.
beating Orton is going to be he's got to switch.
Yeah, he at this point,
He's
y'all
got to
done built
become
it
the
up.
villain, basically.
Yeah, because they
You can
done
only
built it
be
up.
Batman for so long. You're gonna have to eventually be the villain.
Yeah, they done built it up so much now. It's you're anticipating the switch now. You know, from what
I don't know if you're
Stephanie.
anticipating the switch. It's just you got the red pill or the blue pill. Is Orton going to
Yeah,
succeed
but
after everything that he's done, or is Cody finally just going to say, enough is
yeah,
enough. I don't care what's going
exactly.
on,
But
and I need to
that's
do this.
yeah, but that's the switch though. That's the switch. That's the switch on the wall right there. Do I have it to be that you have the on, yeah, off. On. Do I have it? Can I turn it on to
I feel like
just
this
be
was
Cody
going to be
Rhodes?
like a whole build and I love the slides that they're showing with Cody holding Orton's arm when he first started in WWE.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
the
that because I
throwbacks and
feel like
everything
you're
like
gonna
that.
get that whole
See,
ride
and
in that main event, bro. And
see,
I
that's
can't
that's
wait.
another thing. I feel like they messed up too because this story was very, 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 very much simple to tell. These
Very
guys
easy.
was been in evolution. They was in WrestleMania at 26. Like they've been proteges. Even Cody Rhodes said it a little bit, trying to stop the man from drooling because when Randy Orton was on the pills and all that. Like this story was so easy to tell, but we got Pat McAfee, so now we got to see where it goes and everything like that.
I think
You
it's
know,
gonna make
so
it go like that, and I think that's what it goes down to because I think that's why fans are a little bit more upset about this now because like you just said, it's an easy story. But at the
it
same
really
time,
is.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm more intrigued to know about this match than I am about Punk and Roman, because I mean, reality standpoint, like we just said, it's the easiest match put together because guess what? It's Orton versus Cody. Cody is Cody has now been excelled from now. He's not just the protege of Randy Orton anymore. He is the guy.
Mm,
Orton says it at his best. Orton told Cody, hey, if you stick with this, you will eventually get to this point. And it took Cody a long ass time to get there, but he got there. And he deserves everything that he's getting.
yeah,
The
he
thing with
does.
Orton right now, I think is the next chapter for what a new transition we can see of Cody Rhodes. Um,
Mm.
if you think about it, bro, and I know shout out to Brandon, even though he talks about Orton and Cena matches were boring. I don't know what the hell he was watching because that actually made me more invested into Cena because it put Cena at different levels of the
But I
never give
mean,
up
what you
mentality.
said? You said Orton and Cena when they had the matchup at Backlash last
No,
year.
I'm talking about just in general. I thought Orton and Cena matches were phenomenal
Oh, so
because
he said
it took
Orton
it
and
took
Cena
Cena
matches were
it took Cena
boring.
into next levels. Yeah, you were on the show with him that one night. Remember, I was in the comments on it.
Yeah. I didn't stick around for the whole jump though, but no, man. Like Randy Orton and John Cena matches, man, I always was
It
fucking
made
like
his
that.
rivalry with them more intriguing because, like I just said, it made
Randy
me
Orton is
really
John Cena's
believe the
biggest
never
rival.
give up mentality. That's what Cody is right now. He's in this never give up mentality, but at the same time, you're gonna eventually have to give up. Like what Cena did. Cena tapped out at Gunther, at Saturday night's main event, and he's never tapped out in the match. So it's
Mm.
like, seeing these things, I'm more intrigued just to know what they're gonna do in this match. Like I just said,
Yeah, we gotta wait two
Cody
weeks.
started with Randy. What can they do with this? Can they bring that cinematic way that they did at WrestleMania 40 between Roman and Cody? Will it work? Or at the same time, or they just go simple and let them just wrestle and let them
Let's just see
have
what.
a very personal vendetta match one-on-one.
Yeah, let's just see how they
What do you
play all
think?
this out. I
You
think
think that they
for
could do a
real.
cinematic way like how they did with WrestleMania 40, or they just go simple and let them just cook?
Like I said, I literally want to see. I really want to see how it plays out, man. And I think people with frustration, I think we just
I
been saying
think
it
you said it as
is
best though. This right
that
here is going to play a part. It's going to play a part.
that could play a part in it too. Like it got so many
Because Cena
dynamics
don't have to
though.
be the baby face no more. He's done. He retired. He said it. You're going to see me more in a suit than, the shorts, the shirt and
Yeah,
stuff. So
and I
that
already know
can be the
John.
new way to do it.
Yeah,
That can make sense.
and I already know John is going to probably play a factor into one of the main events, night one or night two. More likely night two. But hey, I
Do
don't
you
know.
think he'd fit in Punk and Roman? Or no?
No, but I think he'll fit more in the Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes
Oh,
though, because
so
he got
he fits more
more.
into the Randy and Cody.
Yeah,
And
and
if
that's
Rock,
yeah,
then put
and
Rock
that's
in for
and that's
Roman and Punk.
yeah, and that's why I said that if they do,
Stone Cold?
feature The Rock, he would be more. I feel like he would have more of a. He would be better fitting in the Roman and Cody one because of the family, because of what CM Punk said about Roman's dad
I don't
and
know. I
everything
think
like that.
Stone Cold
And
fit better in Roman and Punk.
hold up, you said you see Stone Cold coming in?
Stone Cold, I think, would be a more intriguing thing to make me more invested to see Roman and Punk. Like you just said, the Samoan thing. I think it would be an attack on
So
Rock
how would
to
Stone
support
Cold?
somebody.
How would Stone Cold
Well,
be
that's the
featured
same
in?
way I'm saying with The Rock, because if you think about it, because
But that is family though.
if
It's
you
all based
attack
off of
it by
family.
the family perspective, it makes Rock go, "Hey man, you don't give a shit about your family," type scenario, because you're just supporting a guy that said something about your uncle. You know what I mean?
From
Like,
what I look from what I see, it is that all right, bet family. He said something about Roman dad. You see, the Usos came up and stepped up. Roman was like, okay, all
exactly.
right, he the smooth guy. He
I
gonna let
mean,
it
that
play.
could work. Now, Rock could attack that and be like, "Hey, you just sat there like a little bitch and let somebody say
No,
about
but see, I
our
think they're
uncle
gonna
like
see.
that."
I don't think they're gonna come off the rip like that. It's gonna be more so Roman going. I mean, not Roman,
That's a
but Rock will
Rock
come
type
out there,
promo, though.
and
That's a
he
Rock
comes out
type promo.
and he's thinking he's saving Roman, because of course
Yeah,
Punk gonna be like Punk gonna be like, yeah, come on, bring it, come on, and Roman. I keep saying Roman, but Rock flips on Roman or something like that, into that, state. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Rock will fit better in that match, and I can see John Cena probably costing Cody Rhodes or however it goes, the championship or whatever like that. So. And just gotta see where it plays out next week and how it plays
Like
out
you
the next week,
said.
because we only got 2 weeks. So this
Isn't that
what
crazy? Isn't that
we
crazy?
got what
Not this week,
the
but the following week is WrestleMania.
so we got 2 SmackDowns. So we got 2 SmackDowns. We gotta really
two
yeah.
SmackDowns and 2 Raws to get invested.
And to be honest with you, I feel like they could yeah. You got 2 SmackDowns and 2 Raws left.
Speaking of
So
WrestleMania, let's talk about the card right now. Obviously, this is pretty much teased out. It's pretty much what it's going to be. Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio. What you got? What you see in this investment? Who's this benefit more? I feel like it benefits both, but I think Finn needs this more than anything.
yeah, Finn Balor needs this. The last WrestleMania, I believe he was supposed to have been having, he did not win because of the injury with Edge and Hell in a Cell. So, yeah, I think Balor needs this. I think Dominic is a made guy. He's going to be fine. He's AAA.
Established. I hate to say
Yeah,
Dominic is more established than Finn right now.
Yeah. And it's sad, though, too, because Finn is supposed to be that guy. You've been here way longer, and now you see everybody literally, Liv Morgan, Raquel, Rhea, Damian, everybody's literally surpassed Finn Balor. So Balor needs this. I have no doubt they're gonna have a good match. But yeah, Balor needs it.
All right, now we got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
Uh,
How do you feel about the build to this?
Well, she's the greatest of all time, and it's not just me saying it though. It's Netflix saying it. It's Bleacher Report. It's
Becky
ESPN
is
saying it.
her. When we talk about he is him, Becky is her, dude.
You know, she's the greatest of all time.
Care about anything that woman does in the show.
If based off of the 4 horsewomen right now, Bailey is at the bottom, and I feel so bad for her. You know, like maybe she's not. I don't know what's up, but
they pushed her way too quick when she first got into the main roster, and Charlotte had nothing else for her.
Is in a tag team, which that's cool because she was always going after the titles, and of course Mercedes is in AEW right now, taking some time off. But Becky right now, she is the top dog. Like I thought this match was gonna literally happen at WrestleMania, and then I would have been cool with AJ just, winning the title. But since AJ wanted that Elimination Chamber, I'm going with Becky all the way. I'm not feeling this AJ lead. No, I don't. Nope. Nope.
None. So you need to see more of AJ Lee to make.
I don't even know if I need to see more. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, I'm good. Amir, stop.
He said, "I had a small piece. That's it. I'm good, bro. I am not asking for sex."
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Honestly, some people you could just be like, "I'm good."
Not told yet, but obviously we had a big debate about this last night. This happened. Chelsea Green versus
Chelsea Green
versus
Chelsea. Well, more than likely Tiffany's gonna win it, but Chelsea. I want Chelsea to win it. I think Chelsea for real, man. Chelsea should come out with a mic on a like, you know what, Michael Hayes, you can kiss my ass. I am Chelsea Green, and I'm going to be your new women's champion. And she fuck around and go ahead and do it. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Chelsea Green is more entertaining than half of these bras that's on the main roster right now. So I'm going with Chelsea.
Gimmick and went with it. It's not announced yet, but rumor has it will be this.
No, I heard it's going to be it may, but no. I heard it was going to be Royce. I heard it was going to be Jelly Roll and Royce Keys, though.
Okay.
He's going to find a tag team partner, and it's going to be
in the match.
No, I don't think Danhausen is going to be in the match. Okay. I think Danhausen is going to keep playing Danhausen and be that type of character, which he's fine at. You know, like he's great at. Cursing people backstage,
he'll be a part of a match, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure maybe this one. Hell, you see the referee. He got cursed Friday night. So yeah, he's been doing great. Like you said, doing the promos, lights goes off, come back on, he's still running around trying to find the exit. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Other than that, I'm good with Danhausen. Let him play that part.
We've been back and forth with this match right now. What do you think so far? Do you think the promos need to be more intriguing? They need to be more creative?
We don't need no more promos. Fuck that. Like I'm sorry about that though, but no. Every rivalry now is going into WrestleMania is promo. I get it.
You need to see something different from these two.
I want to see Rhea and Jade.
They need to stop talking about their body and stuff. They need to really talk about some personal vendetta between them.
Yeah, like let them team up. Let them take on Nia and Lash, and then oh my God, guess what happened? I mean, you can't do this with everybody though, but maybe they lose. Jay blames it on Rhea because Rhea, she was distracted or picking up the slack. Now they just jump, then, come up with some different stories, like be emotionally invested. Oh my God, Rhea got to the building earlier, but Jay, she was right behind her in her car. Rhea slammed on her brakes or something, and Jay cracked. I don't know. Do something different. Just talking. Like that's all they're gonna do is just talk. And I know you gotta have the promo. You gotta sell it. But you gotta do something.
You're not investing in this match based off their promo work.
Yeah, like
Rhea is established. It don't matter what Rhea is gonna do. Rhea is established.
I want Jade to win though. I want Jade to win.
Jade needs it.
Jade
when
needs
have you ever said a champion needs this?
Jade haven't for anybody really defending the title, and I think at WrestleMania by her beating Rhea Ripley, and then having her little baddies group.
Rhea could win, but some shenanigans got to happen to where it's going to be a big turn.
The only way I see Rhea Ripley winning is Bianca Belair. The only way I see Rhea Ripley winning is Bianca Belair is coming back to take the title from her, and she's going to get in the story with Bianca because because Rhea calls Bianca that damn finger, and that's the reason why. So that's the only way I see Rhea winning. If she wins, it got to be Bianca be the first up. Because Rhea can't have that title for too long. Bianca got to come back and be like, bitch, you caused me.
Like how Becky did come back.
You caused me a whole year of my career. I wasn't even at WrestleMania. It's EST at WrestleMania, and I wasn't even there. Oh, yeah. That's the only way I see Rhea Ripley winning.
This match, I was pissed how it got a part of it. I've never heard of a babyface ever asked to be in a title match in a ladder match out of all things, in a promo out of all things. I'm not a Penta guy. I'm glad what he's doing in wrestling. I'm glad he's having a blast in WWE. The Seta Miedo bullshit, I can only deal with so much of my life. But the kids love it. I mean, they're flipping their fingers. Seta Miedo, sounding like some homeless Power Rangers. But hey, we are all good with it. But hey,
No, he didn't.
This is like the League of Nations type of ladder match.
Why are you doing that? Oh, because different nationality backgrounds.
Exactly, man. I like it. You got Mexican luchadors. You got Ireland hard, strong, big head guys. You got the Russian brute Rusev, and then you got the young 6'7" loving. My kids love him just from this damn T-shirt. They sitting there doing their little 6'7" hands every time he comes out to the ring. I mean, Javon Evans has come out and literally showcased a different level of wrestling.
I just want to say I hope they add more people. It just can't be 5. That's so whack.
There's 4.
We have a ladder match with just 5 people. You got to add 2 more people in it, man. 2 or 3 more people.
You can't just leave it at 4.
This is so random. And then the fact they had it's so fucking random. And then the fact they had the qualifying matches on main event.
What guy is going to sit there and say, hey, I want to challenge at WrestleMania. I want to put myself and put my title on the ladder,
I don't.
and I'm going to sit there and face everybody.
No, that wasn't the thing, though. No. I don't think that was the thing, though. When she asked them,
announce this.
When Kathy asked them what he was doing at WrestleMania, he said because he found out by Adam Pearce he's going to be defending the title in a ladder match. That was pretty much it. So I don't think he was like, yo, you know what? I want to have a match and I want to put my title on in a ladder match. I mean, why not? It's WrestleMania. Why not? I think a ladder match is synonymous. No, he didn't pick none of them. Obviously. No, but you hear what I know.
Concept. In that mentality standpoint, to get you invested into this match. This match is probably going to be one of the Steelers. But at the same time, to put a setup into this match, it made no damn sense to make a promo about this. It made none at all, in my opinion. And he could barely speak clear as day as it is. And you gonna sit here and tell me he invested that he's gonna be.
But that's what I'm saying though. With ladder, that's what I'm saying though. With ladder matches though, it's not too much of a build you need for a ladder match. The ladder match itself is the build. That's what, I don't understand that. It wasn't necessarily put in a promo. It was just like I'm having a match at WrestleMania.
Hey, let Adam Pearce come out and announce it. And make it to where they having a breakout, all 4 of them are attacking each other, boom, boom, boom. Make a cluster, make it to where, it was a one-on-one match, and then you get a 4 people, then you maybe add a 5 or whatever, and that 5th guy, make it be a return or something.
See, but that's what I'm saying. But I get what you're saying, though.
That's the easiest way to do it. Don't tell me to bring Penta out.
I get you. But he already had a match. So she just came up with the post-match interview and was just like, so what are you doing at WrestleMania? Intercontinental Champion?
Hey, bro, you want to be on WrestleMania? You got to tell us what your match is.
No, I see it a little different now. If you want to be on WrestleMania, it's basically.
It's like Sammy.
If I was the interviewer, it's basically.
Sammy out there and be like, Sammy, hey, you're not at WrestleMania, but guess what? Penta gonna be in a ladder match, and guess what? You're not invited.
Hey, look at it. However, man, we both see different on that though. But I think it's a ladder match is. But that's the thing, and that's another thing I was saying though. Like even Money in the Bank itself is the prize. It's the story there.
I want that to be a WrestleMania match again.
Hear me out. Like Money in the Bank don't need no build towards it because we already know what it is. It's a ladder match. Whoever climbs the briefcase and da. Ladder matches itself is the build. You don't really need a build. Even like Hell in a Cell matches. That's why I was stupid when they had the Hell in a Cell pay-per-views though. But the Hell in a Cell, when you see a story building up like a Drew and Punk or like a Drew and Jacob Fatu, it's like Hell in a Cell. I bet the Hell in a Cell. That's all you need to say. It's nothing else you need to say no more. But the fact it's a ladder match. Even like last year, they took the ladder match from us and put it on SmackDown after Mania. You didn't need it. I don't need no build. Just say it's a ladder match. I'm good. WrestleMania, ever since WrestleMania 22, it's been synonymous. WrestleMania 21, actually 21, when they had the Money in the Bank ladder matches. And then they took it away from us in 2010. That was the last one. So from 20, what was that? 2005. So 2005 to 2010, there was ladder matches every year at WrestleMania. And of course, they took it away. You might get it here and there. The last one we got was at WrestleMania 31 with Kevin Owens. I think he won did Dean Ambrose win that Intercontinental title? I forgot who won, but that was the last ladder match for the Intercontinental title.
The white strap one.
Yeah, the white one, the WrestleMania 31. That was the last Intercontinental title ladder match at WrestleMania.
No, it was 32.
32.
Zack Ryder won.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
Announced one.
Yeah. Okay, so 32. Yeah.
That's
so
why
32.
I was shocked that he won because he was literally the last.
Yeah, and then fuck around and lost it the next night.
Yeah. But it didn't matter.
Yeah, he lost it to the Miz the next night. Yeah.
I want Money in the Bank matches back at WrestleMania. I want that back.
I think I like Money in the Bank.
Big opportunity, like how we got with Sami Zayn, where they're talking about wishy-washy, how to get in, and they could tell a major story how to get somebody involved into a Money in the Bank match and get that opportunity.
No, I agree with you. I like that though. I
hate that we're just doing Money in the Bank at Money in the Bank. Like I'm tired
because Money in the Bank has become
away from the pay-per-views named after.
But Money in the Bank has become its own entity, though. Like it become its own, ever since I forgot when they started doing it though, but it became its own event. It's Money in the Bank.
Right in COVID, because it was at the WWE headquarters and stuff.
But it became its own event, just like Elimination Chamber. But I like how Triple H said though. I like how he got away from the pay-per-views, TLC, Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules. I think it was a few other ones, but I'm so glad he got away from them because there was the gimmick pay-per-views that was so stupid. Hell in a Cell should only take place.
It was just hey,
Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell should only take place when a rivalry gets to its build, it gets boiling, and then we have a Hell in a Cell match. It shouldn't take place every year annually, and we get 2 Hell in a Cell matches. No, that's stupid. TLC matches, same thing with that one. It should not be there. Oh my God, it was so stupid when they did the tables, ladders, and chairs. Tables, ladders, and stairs. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, no, TLC matches perfectly works best with tag teams. Yeah, tag teams.
They broke the announce table, but they still had to break an original table. That made no sense to me.
You said they did what? Do what?
Remember one of the finishes where they broke the announce table, but they didn't break an original table, so the guy didn't win because he broke the announce table. It wasn't the legal table.
A table match?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because the announce table don't count. Nah. No, that's the announce.
It's just there.
I mean, no, it's not just there. You see 2 guys sitting right there. They call it a show. It's not just there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you broke a table, but that's not the table.
No, that's not. No, that's not the table. No, we talking about the table. We all know what the table is. You go in the ring, you get the table. Get the table in front of the ring.
They do that and they sell that part and be
no.
That's the reason why you lost this match. They're putting the right table.
The person that comes to my mind right now is the Miz. I can see him winning.
Danhausen versus R-Truth. I think that would make the most.
Or the Miz or something.
Right now.
Danhausen $1,000
make it
for
a
real, for
funny
real.
concept right there. That would be perfect.
Yeah,
But
no.
obviously, there's a 6-man tag match that's coming up. I mean,
Ah,
yeah,
I don't know why.
yeah.
Why they gonna do that?
LA Knight.
Mm.
He's teaming with the Usos, and also he has
This
been
would have
back
been
and forth
great
with
for
Jay.
LA Knight to just go 1-on-1 with ISO Speed, though. LA Knight versus ISO Speed. You get
Then you
Logan
got
Paul
Logan
and
Paul and
Austin
Austin
Theory.
Theory.
Yeah, you have them defend the tag team titles. You create something and
But
you
we're
defend the
not
tag team.
defending the titles at WrestleMania.
Say it again.
They're not defending the titles
Yeah,
at
that's what
WrestleMania.
I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't even think who's
This
the
looks
tag
like
team
a
title
kickoff match.
champions?
I hate saying
R Truth and Damian Priest. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they get they get on WrestleMania, but Austin Theory and Logan Paul don't. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. They should be defending their tag team titles, Logan and Austin, and I think Jimmy and Jay should literally be going 1-on-1 in a 1-on-1 match, like bringing it back from a couple of years ago. Because what we got with Jay and then what we getting with Jimmy, I think is clashing a little bit, and I think that'll be really
Do you
interesting.
think it's kind of time for Jay to pull the plug on?
Yes, it's
the
time.
loose
Because if
cannon?
yeah, any
This
waiting
part,
any
I
longer,
think this right here. I think this right here is going to be the ending to where Jay's just gonna have enough. I feel like
but it's
this
gonna be
is
too
gonna be
much.
that day.
Yeah, yeah, we can see that coming at
It's
the end.
gotta
It's gonna
be
be
that.
so much.
It's gotta be that. Honestly, it has to be
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be so much planned on in this match. Of
But I
course,
mean, with
Logan and
Logan Paul and Austin Theory,
Logan gonna have his highlight moments, try to steal it, social media. You
oh
got
yeah.
LA Knight against ISO Speed, and you know both of them social media Jones.
Do you think
And then what
LA's
happened?
gonna be a big part in this match, or you think he's just?
Yeah, you see what they did? I don't even know. We didn't even mention that. What
I
what
mean,
LA
what he
Knight
did
did
with
showed
ISO
up on
Speed, yeah.
ISO Speed's live stream and told him to show up on
He
Monday in
did get
Houston.
cursed, so who knows?
Yeah, he did get cursed, so this is probably one of the curses. And
Bro, that is
so
the
I'm
funniest stuff. We're sitting here going, "Oh, this man got
and
cursed."
you know what? And we was just talking about building up stories, right? You know, like do something different than promos. This was fucking different. Like
Bro,
he's showing up at
pin
his live
the
stream.
ref couldn't pin 3 against with Miz was
Yeah, that was
just at its
wild.
finest. That
That was
was
wild.
beautiful. Like I said, man, wrestling matches don't always have to be so serious. Obviously, this one's going to be a serious match. I think the only seriousness
Yeah, I don't even know who's gonna win this one. I
I
don't even know.
wonder what Speed is going to do because Speed just doesn't have the best track record
I
in
put the titles on
WWE
them
rings.
and I put the titles on them 3 weeks until WrestleMania. You gonna put them in
I
WrestleMania
mean,
in a
it
6-man
does tell the
tag.
story to put it in a 6-man, but at the same time, it just seems like it. I don't know.
But the
This
tag team
doesn't need to
titles
be
have
the
not.
case.
The tag
This
team
doesn't
division.
need to be
Let's
the case. If they're
let's
gonna
just
do this, I hate saying it. Like you just said, LA Knight versus ISO Speed. They do a kickoff match, whatever, and you know Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and the Usos get involved. It doesn't work, and then you know
let's
what?
just wrap it on up, man. Let's let's just wrap it on up, bro.
I
Like
mean,
it's
there's many ways you could have transitioned into this, but it just don't make sense. Like you got
what
your
I
tag team champions versus a tag team versus another person, and the only reason why that other person's involved in it is because he's been having a big build with Vision since the Vision's been the thing.
see, and that's even stupid because for real, LA Knight and Jey Uso don't even get along. So
Exactly.
like that's what I'm like, and then what I mean, like wrap it up, like the tag team division, we might as well just send it to the cemetery. Just send it to the cemetery. It's dead. It's dead. Dead, man. Come on, man. AEW, TNA, they care more about their tag team division than anything. It seems like WWE just only care about their women division.
Well, the
They
women tag team is
main
dominating.
jumps, and of course the women tag team jumps. But
They
I-
doing their thing right now. I give them.
I don't. Yeah, like the women tag team titles is the only tag team title that's relevant, and I don't understand why they
One more
not.
match we're gonna talk about obviously was
Yeah,
said
weird.
this week that came up. We were wondering what's gonna happen with Gunther. Well, Gunther
so fucking random. That was
Gunther
wild.
chokes out Steph. Yeah.
What happened to Braun
Thoughts on
Breaker?
this?
Braun must can't. Braun
I think
must not
Braun
be.
is actually legit hurt. I think
He-
Braun is legit to where
No, I think he
it wasn't
was.
the time. He's going to get involved in this match.
Yeah, I think no, don't do that. No, because I feel like he was. I think he was always hurt, but they was just trying to see if he can go, and I don't think he met the criteria to go. However, Gunther.
That story with this.
How do you get Brock and Gunther?
Because Seth Rollins is going to probably put his hands on Paul Heyman or something like that, but at the same time, that is not Gunther's responsibility to have anything involved with Paul. Because
the only way this makes sense, I'm sorry,
the only Paul Heyman and Gunther are not coexist.
The only way this makes sense, in my opinion, is on Monday Night Raw. Gunther comes out with Paul Heyman. That's the only way. I literally thought after he attacked Seth, he was gonna go over there and carry Paul Heyman to the back, or pick him up or something, because we all know that Gunther was supposed to take on
where Brock and Gunther are going to talk, and Brock is going to tell Gunther, "Hey, if Paul's out there and he gets hurt, I'm coming for you."
Yeah, but that's down the line. We talking about right now, 2 weeks, 3 weeks until Mania, though.
That tells the story right there.
I mean, yeah, but that's after WrestleMania, though. That's after what we do right now. I think Brock is.
I'm talking about Paul will go out there because obviously the big story is Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. That's going to be the big factor of this match. But here's the way I think this match is put together at its best is going to be the way you're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. That has been a big match that people have been waiting for a while.
I don't think they're going to talk about that with 2 weeks going into WrestleMania with all the focus with Brock.
They're going to look at it as Brock's going to threaten Gunther. If Paul's out there, protect him.
No, you're right about that, and we all know that's coming now. We know that's coming. It's going to be Gunther versus Brock at SummerSlam. I think we have an idea that that's coming. But for right now, in this moment, leading up to WrestleMania with 2 weeks to go, Brock Lesnar is busy trying to get the upper hand on Femi. Now, yes, his wise man or his advocate, Paul Heyman, he had the vision, and Seth Rollins was a part of the vision. Seth had got hurt. Now Seth is back. He takes the vision apart. Now we up in the air now. I feel like the only way to really capitalize on this going into WrestleMania is have Paul Heyman come out and Gunther, them two align themselves. That way, going into WrestleMania, you got Brock Lesnar kind of way scratching his head like, Paulie, are you in this with me or you not? And then Paulie like, yeah, I'm in this with you. I'm in it. Oba wins. Paulie like, shit, I'm out now. Now he goes to the next big thing, into which it's Gunther. And I think, which we all call it the next big thing, is Oba is Gunther. And he goes with Gunther. That's the only way this makes sense going into WrestleMania, because like I was saying, we all know it was supposed to be Gunther versus Rey Mysterio. Ray got hurt, and it was supposed to be Seth. It was supposed to be Seth versus Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker got hurt. So now it was what we do with Seth and what we do with Gunther. Now you put them the two together. Now this is going to be no doubt a banger match, But we got to find something to build this shit up with the next 2 weeks to make people even care more.
Look at this match. The biggest thing you look at this match. Gunther is portrayed as the career killer.
Yeah, but he's not going to end career.
Just coming back.
Nah, if you about to say what I think you about to say,
whatever. Like,
it's not going to be based off of a. This is not going to be based off of a career versus career thing. Like
what I'm saying. That's why everybody's thinking this match was just put together, because the storyline is really who was Gunther going to retire next. You're getting Gunther, and he's not. Nobody challenged Gunther. Gunther grabbed Seth to challenge Seth.
Yeah, but we all knew, but I get that part. Yeah, you're right. But we all knew that it was going to be Ray. He was going to continue ending people's career at WrestleMania. And obviously, he's not going to end Seth, because Seth is not hanging it up. It was going to be Ray. And, a lot of people was glad it ain't Ray. I don't feel like Gunther versus Ray is a really big matchup. But hey, it could be or whatever. But you know how Rey Mysterio always had these big moments with the big guys. So, hey, that's cool or whatever, though. But, yeah, that's the only way I really see this playing out afterwards.
Last match we're going to announce and talk about is the big one. And I mean big. I mean, you look at these two, bro. This is that old classy Big meaty men slapping meat. And I mean, you look at these two behemoths. Oh my goodness.
I think the
What
only
is
thing I gotta
going
say
to
about
happen?
this, if Obafemi doesn't win, what the fuck are we
See,
doing here?
that's why we're looking at it too much. I don't like that. We got to look
Like,
at it as this is going to be a match we're going to talk about for a while.
yeah, but we ain't
I
gonna be talking
think
about it for a while if Oba
for the
don't
way
win.
that they've invested into Oba and came out and showcased so far.
That's I
You
see
have
right
got to
now.
say you have been invested in this match.
Yeah, I am though, but I also have seen Brock Lesnar's
But
career,
like you
and
just said,
especially, and I'm
you
not trying to make
just
this.
said right now,
Hear me out.
if Oba loses, why? That's
Exactly.
the only thing that y'all are looking at it as, and we got to stop doing that.
Then what we got to do then? Because from
Just
my
look at
point,
it as like, hey, I can't wait
hold
to
on.
see this
I
match.
want you to answer that question right after this though, because we all have seen, and I'm speaking for my perspective though, especially when it comes to, and I'm not trying to make this a thing, and it's not a thing, but I'm just bringing it up because it have been a thing, especially when it have come to black superstars. When he takes on Brock Lesnar fucking punish him. And no rematch within sight. You're buried. You don't see him no more. Anything like that. I'm just saying this is the biggest night of the year. It's WrestleMania. They build an Obafemi up. Have Oba take on Brock. That way Brock goes in a tailspin to where he's trying to figure out if he still fucking got it. And then boom, he has that big matchup at SummerSlam in his hometown against Gunther, and he loses. He retires. We wrap it up. I mean, Brock Lesnar did all this great, man. I mean, like, he's the man. Suplex City, we gonna remember that. But Oba have to win. If we want to, as we was talking about, we want to make superstars. We just can't keep having Sami Zayn getting chose over Carmelo Hayes, or have Oba Femi lose to Brock, and then every fucking big guy lose to Brock. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So Oba have to win this. And if Oba doesn't win, I'm just gonna be like, bro, like,
I think Oba's going to be
I don't even know.
WrestleMania. I think Oba's going to be undefeated at WrestleMania for a while. And if Oba beats Brock, Oba's going to be untouchable for a long time.
And it got to be somebody new, because everybody got a sort of a losing record
and you
at
just
Mania.
Said best though. Like, if that's the case, if it's really making Brock question, hey, does he still got it?
That's a good
Wouldn't
thing.
it be Oba versus Brock at SummerSlam?
No, because no. Sometimes when you make a movie, it don't need a sequel.
It might not need a sequel, but wouldn't that be even more impactful for Oba if he beats Brock twice?
No, he beat him at WrestleMania. That's as big as it gets.
Okay.
That's as big as it gets. Running it back, that's cool, but then it may, like you. Okay, let's say the match. Let's say the match is good.
Event or something. It might be a Saturday.
Okay, now that right there, I'm cool with. I'm cool with that. You're right. Saturday night's main event.
Last rub, like how obviously we talk about Triple H and Rock repetitively. Rock and Triple H always ran it back after their WrestleMania matches. But when the Rock won and stuff.
But that's the thing I like about this new era, as Triple H always keep dubbing it. Every 2 months is a new era. But the one thing I would say is with Vince McMahon, when you get a match, the next 2 months they in rematches for the next 2-3 months.
Yeah,
I used to hate that. I like when these guys fight and we don't see a rematch for another 6 to 7 months. I like that. So if they do have a rematch,
Cody and Seth.
Yes. Even Seth and Punk. We haven't seen the rematch since they had the first one, then they had the second one, and I know they teamed up with AJ and Becky. But nonetheless, though, yeah, man, I gotta go with Oba versus Brock. Oba wins. If they run it back at Saturday night's main event, I mean, you could possibly have Brock wins, but I would have Oba win both of them. Oba win both of them, then Brock Lesnar do some shit where he pick up the stairs, he breaking up commentary, he pulling up the mats from ringside, he breaking the ring, he going AWOL, like he going crazy, because it's like, nah, man, I can't lose like that. And then it's, man, so I'm cool with that. Like it's yeah, we just gotta see how it goes, man.
I like
see how it goes.
Hey, man, that was fun, man. That was good, but yeah, guys, like we said, we haven't got all the announcements for the WrestleMania card, but I'm intrigued with it. I like it.
I like it
The
too.
biggest
Sure.
thing is now is how we're gonna get there. Like we said, we got 2 Raws, we got 2 SmackDowns left. Dre, man, is there anything you want to finish up on? I know we usually do a dad rant, but
Yeah, but
kind of short.
no, not really though. But it's almost like, if you're going on a road trip, when you're going on this road trip, and let's say you're going to Jacksonville,
On the
Florida
road
from
map,
Washington.
or are we on the Google map? Which one?
It don't even matter. You got the GPS or you got an old school map, whatever one you got, it don't even matter. But on your way there, you got to stop and get gas. On your way there, the tire goes flat. On your way there, you hit a bird. You're on your way there, you got to stop at the hotel now. It's about the journey. So that's why this road to WrestleMania, it's important, like what are we going to get out these next 2 weeks and everything like that to see what happens at WrestleMania. So because when you're on that road trip, as soon as you get to Jacksonville, Florida, the first thing you're going to be like, man, we had to change 3 tires. Yep. And we had to stop at 2 hotels. And we had to get all this gas. I am tired. So you're going to be talking about that road rather than now you're there in Jacksonville. Now you get to Jacksonville. Now you're like, all right, well, I don't even know what to do now. And I'm so exhausted off trying to get here. So, that's what we got to focus on, the road to WrestleMania. And, other than that, man, y'all know where to find 1130 Podcast on all social media platforms. And that's pretty much it. Happy Easter. And yeah,
guys, definitely happy Easter. Also, guys, obviously you check Dre out on the watch alongs on Monday Night Raw as well. Dre, let me know if you need a guest. I got you. Like I said, I'm available pretty well this pretty much this whole week. It's my vacation, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's pretty cool, man. On a Sunday, I'm sitting there like, dang, I ain't got to dread go to work tomorrow. So I mean, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, man, I'm excited about WrestleMania. I'm excited what wrestling has done. Shout out to NXT. They delivered last night. I don't like how it was literally just on YouTube. I think they needed a platform. But if you're an NCAA fan, obviously it's Michigan versus the impossible Arizona. I mean, we're gonna see what happens with that. I'm excited with that game. Actually, no, it's UConn now. Yeah, UConn and Michigan, I think, right?
Yeah. Michigan won last night. They beat Arizona, so they're gonna be taking on UConn, right? I think next Monday.
That's gonna be a big game, bro. That's gonna be a good game.
But
yeah, man.
The women's don't about to come on now. So
yep, that's right. The women's are on tonight. But yeah, guys. If you're a NASCAR fan, NASCAR's on as well. They don't take left turns, so enjoy that. But yeah, guys, I'm Warren Marlowe. That's Dre on Wheels. We are commissioned. It was just a special day today. We made sure we got y'all one, and plus we needed to talk about what.
Yeah.
So, but guys, we're gonna be back on regular scheduled time on Saturday at the normal time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Guys, if you're new to the channel, we always praise this every single time we talk about it. We talk about it many, many times. It is free 99, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is like, share, most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Kick. I mean, oh my goodness. Whatever social media handle you do, you type in 1130 Podcast, you type in Buzzing Marlowe, we probably have it. So go and check it out. We appreciate it. It is free, guys. Free. It don't cost you a penny. But you'll be amazed. You grow that foundation, it helps us out in the long run. But guys, watch what you love what you like. Pro wrestling is pro wrestling. It may be fake, but it's more real than life. Ladies and gentlemen, this was another great episode of Commission Talks. I am Warren Marlowe, and that is Dre on Wheels. And ladies and gentlemen, the bell rings at 3, 2, 1. The match is over, and we will see you next Saturday. Later.